Alright guys, before we get into the video, please make sure to check out my friend Blink. He's a producer, and he actually produced the beat that you guys are hearing right now. So if you guys want to check out more of his stuff, please, his link will be down in the description, and go check him out. Hey, what's going on guys? It's your boy Marcus, aka MX and Watermelon. Welcome back to the channel. I promised you guys that if we got 5 likes in the last video, we would do a mom react segment. So this is my mom, a lovely mother.
Hi.
And we're going to be reacting to all of the Marvel movies, starting with Iron Man. Do you know about Iron Man? You ever go Iron Man?
I think I like Iron Man.
Do you know anything about him? Or
I know Gwyneth Paltrow in this movie.
So basically, Iron Man is like just like a billionaire who you'll just learn all about him in this movie. That's what this whole movie's about. Kind of introduces us into the first phase of Marvel, and there's different phases that all lead up to the last, like the big one that everyone talks about is Endgame, which I think you've heard a little bit about.
I'm kind of excited. It's about time I figure out what
the whole thing
Marvel's
is
about. Yeah. You guys talk about it so much.
Yeah, it's a whole universe of like, they create a whole world like that is just, it's crazy. But okay, I guess we'll just start. We'll start into it.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah, if you have any questions, just ask them in the middle of the movie. We'll talk about it.
That sounds good.
Oh, this was directed by Jon Favreau. This movie, this first one. So, do you know Jon Favreau?
No.
You don't. He's in the movie. You'll see him.
Okay, tell me when you see him. And is this the only one you directed?
I just thought you'd know him, but I guess not. But I'm not exactly sure if it's the only one he's done, but they do switch through directors a lot. Also, Iron Man's played by Robert Downey Jr.
That's why I think I like Iron Man.
Got it.
He's great.
Yes, he is.
I see, so it's personal?
No, you intimidate them.
Good God, you're a woman.
I couldn't have called that. I mean, I'd apologize, but isn't that what we're going for here?
How did that not?
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the same thing. I never noticed that before. Yes. That was the weapon that he created.
Tony, you know, the best thing about Tony is also the worst thing. He's always working.
That's on cover. Did he decide better?
Render unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. There you go.
He gives the award away. I love that.
You've been called the Da Vinci of our time. What do you say to that?
Absolutely ridiculous. I don't paint.
And what do you say to your other nickname, the Merchant of Death?
That's not bad. Let me guess. Ms.
He said
Brown.
it's most definitely.
It's an imperfect world, but it's the only one we've got. I guarantee you the day weapons are no longer needed to keep the...
Scattered clouds. The surf conditions are fair with waist to shoulder high lines.
I've always wondered if that's fake or if someone actually owns that. I'm gonna assume fake.
Somebody owns something like that, you can be sure.
Tony?
Oh yeah.
After all these years, Tony still has you picking up the dry cleaning.
I do anything and everything that Mr. Sark requires, including occasionally taking out the trash.
Will that be all?
I mean, doesn't it kind of defeat the whole purpose of having your own plane if it departs before you arrive?
Larry called. He's got another...
Yes, 2, please.
No, I'm not drinking. I don't want any. That's what I'm talking about. When I get up in the morning, oh no, you don't have to be like me, but you are more than you
Excuse me,
We're going across the world. The only fire.
Oh, wow.
For your consideration, the Jericho.
Hey, Tony.
I'm sorry, this is the fun beat, the humdrum beat's back there.
Nice job.
I hate that.
Makes me gag thinking about it.
I removed all the shrapnel I could. There's a lot left, and it's headed into your atrial septum.
What is this?
That is an electromagnet hooked up to a car battery. And it's keeping the shrapnel from entering your heart.
You'll see what we
See it.
I have it.
Press Control I.
Go
Enter. I enter. Come over here and button me up.
I'm gonna go buy you some time.
Stick to the plan. Stick to the plan.
I always thought, man, they're lucky they didn't hit an explosive. Yeah. That's terrible. I used to be that guy.
Yeah. If they get the ice bucket though.
Yeah.
Don't waste it. Don't waste your lives.
Put your hat down. Better put his hat down.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Make sure they don't have it.
Smart. You better get out of there. That's a lot of weapons. Holy. Goodbye, prototype. How was he supposed to get Jensen out of there?
He was gonna go ahead and Jensen was gonna follow him. That's why he was selling.
Holding on all the way.
I don't know. It's a good question. I actually never thought about that. When the flying happens,
Yeah.
what does he do?
Even in all the fires, he was protected.
How was the fun, B? Next time you ride with me, okay?
Your eyes are red. A few tears for your long-lost boss?
Tears of joy. I hate job hunting.
The application's over.
You
is a
have to go
complete
to the
answer.
hospital.
I don't
the
have
doctor
to do
has
anything.
To look
I've been
at
in
you.
captivity for 3 months. There are 2 things I want to do. I want an American cheeseburger,
Me
and
too.
the other
That's enough of
is
that.
not what you think. I want you to call for a press conference now.
Call for a press conference?
Yeah, Hogan,
What on
drive.
earth for?
Cheeseburger first.
Look at you. Oh, Bert, you had that in your...
That's a product placement.
Miss Potts,
Yes.
can I speak to you for a moment? I'm not a reporter. I'm Agent Phil Coulson with the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division.
What
happened over there? I had my eyes open. Effective immediately, I am shutting down the Weapons Manufacturer Division of Stark International.
Over under in the stock drop is going to be tomorrow.
That's the big thing. That's the big
40 points
at
That's the
minimum.
bigger version.
The copper wire. The copper wire, you got
Okay,
it?
I got it.
Okay, you got it. Now don't let it touch it. Eyes! Make sure that when you pull it out, you don't pull out there's a magnet at the end of it.
Don't ever.
I'd like to open a new project file, indexed as Mark II.
Maybe that. That.
Yeah.
But like just all the stuff on
I don't
the
want this
table.
winding up in the wrong.
So basically, what he just said to his Jarvis with the computer, create a new project and call it Mark II. So every suit he has is Mark. So that first one that he has that they're digging up right now is Mark I. Now he's working on Mark II.
We're going to start up nice and easy. You're going to see 10% thrust capacity, chief lift. And 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Jarvis, you there?
At your service, sir.
Gauge heads
So
up
it's
display.
built all throughout
Check.
his suit.
This is calibrating virtual environment.
Check. Control surfaces as you wish.
And the eye holes are covered.
Sir, there is a potentially fatal buildup of ice occurring.
Why
You want to be fully penetrated.
Yes. Oh.
On one car I want.
Hey, Tony. Remember me?
Sure don't.
Look great, Hef. What's
You know,
wrong with you? You guys gotta crash his own party.
Nope.
That was Stanley.
Look at you.
He created the
Hey, what a
comic book
surprise.
that he changed all the art. Yeah.
I would like a drink, please.
If we're double dealing under the table, are we?
You know what that was?
Hell, into a modern-day heart of darkness. Simple
basically, he
farmers
just
and
went to
herders
Obadiah,
from
that
peaceful
guy,
villages have
asking
been driven
him,
from
are
their
we double
homes.
dealing?
He was kidnapped by insurgents, either forced to join their militia.
I'm so sorry, but unfortunately at this moment in the movie, in the next 10 to 15 minutes, the sun has set and we didn't have any of the lights on, so the recording is actually really, really dark. So I'll try and keep a couple of the clips in there, but the reactions are not going to be that great, but eventually we do turn on the lights, so stay tuned for that. I don't know if I would have shot it at all of my stuff, but...
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa, that was good.
He's all yours.
The tank shot him out of the sky. Specifically that one.
What?
That plans it.
No idea.
You have radio contact? Non-responsive, sir.
Hello?
Hi, Rhodey, it's me.
It's who?
I'm sorry, it is me. You asked what you're asking about is me.
No, see, this isn't a game. You do not send civilian equipment into my active war zone. You understand that?
It's not a piece of equipment. I'm in it. It's a suit. It's me!
Rhodey, you got anything for me?
The United States government was not involved.
Hey! Ow!
Did he blow up his shirt?
Yeah. Obadiah paid them to kidnap him.
Recruit our top engineers. I want a prototype right away.
It's dark. It's just gone up.
So, what are we gonna do about this?
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave!
Well, I'm sorry. I'm not Tony Stark.
You had one last golden egg to give.
My key's not working. It's not opening the door. Oh, wow. What's that? It's like a little device. It's like a thing that's going to pick the lock.
You might want to take a few steps back.
That's the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Not bad, guy's clear.
The whole that he felt Rock comes right here.
Yeah.
What happened with this first?
11%. Keep going.
Oh, ice.
Great idea, Tony, but my suit is more advanced in every way.
Because he, remember that was my
How'd you solve the icing problem? Icing problem? We might want to look into it.
Okay.
I'm almost out of power. I gotta get out of this thing. I'll be right there. This looks important.
Oh, because they didn't have his vision. I just realized that.
Tommy, hit the button!
And that's why you can't aim with it.
Get him! They just sent him all the way to the sky.
My body, I mean, that's kind of flimsy, don't you think?
This isn't my first rodeo, Mr. Stark. Just stick to the official statement, and soon this will all be behind you.
I just wanted to say thank you very much for all of your help.
That's what we do. You'll be hearing from us.
From the Strategic Homeland and
Just call us SHIELD.
Let's get this.
Truth is, I am Iron Man.
Doing all the other movies that you know he's in. Well, that sets him apart from Spider-Man and Superman. All these people, nobody knows who they are.
Yeah.
Except the leading lady.
Who?
The leading lady. You know Lois Lane knows about.
No.
You know.
No.
Is this not Marvel? That's why.
Maybe. I don't know. Well, Lois Lane sounds really familiar, but I don't know.
Lois Lane is Superman.
Oh.
What's the Spider-Man lady?
There's a bunch. We'll get into that later,
Are
later in the
they
series.
this?
Hmm?
Are those characters in this?
Spider-Man is in, yes, it's Marvel.
Oh, how exciting. But not
Yes.
Superman.
Not Superman. Superman is DC.
They're all superheroes, but don't they fight each other?
Not, I mean, in like the comics and stuff, but not in these movies.
Not in the movies.
Because DC is like owned by other production companies, and then Marvel is now owned by Disney. Sony, for the longest time, had the rights to Spider-Man. They created the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans and the Andrew Garfield Spider-Mans.
I didn't like Tobey Maguire one.
But they
Who's that
recently, Andrew Garfield? Yeah, they created the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire ones. And then recently, I say recently, like 5 years ago-ish, something like that, maybe 4 years, Sony and Marvel like signed like a contract saying that Marvel has rights to the next certain amount of movies. And so they created movies. Like they retook
now
Spider-Man
they're-
for a little bit, but
Did
I don't
they
know if it's
recreate it? Like Spider-Man's a different character, is the exact same character. They just incorporated.
the same character, but like different actors and different storylines and stuff like that, which we'll get into all of that later. But what do you think of Iron Man?
I like Iron Man.
Yeah.
I like Robert Downey Jr. I like Gwyneth Paltrow. And that bad guy was bad.
Obadiah Stone, yeah.
I hated him. That was good. That's
Yeah,
what they
that's-
want you
yeah,
to do.
exactly.
I think I like that Iron Man is out in the open Iron Man. But he as a person, Tony Stark, the guy, he has a major defect in that he doesn't have the ability to live without his technology. The other superheroes don't have that. Their person can, you know,
Yeah.
live.
A lot of things like you'll see like further on throughout the next couple movies that we watch. Every like scene and detail that they have is very particular in the sense like when he took Mark II up into the sky and it started to freeze over, it's that like it was foreshadowing that he's gonna do that in the very end. Little things like that like if you catch on, you'll realize, oh, that's playing into the whole story. Like a lot of the like you said, like the technology that he had where he was typing and stuff and it was all whatever. They have a lot of Easter eggs where if you pause it, it'll like say things to like hint at the next movie that's coming out, and then it'll like or things that are coming out. So like people who are really into it will pause it and analyze it, and then
All that data and
yeah,
stuff.
and there'll be like lines in the code that say like something, and it'll be like a little hint to the next movie and the next stuff like that. So it's like literally everything they do is so intentional, which is why people like it so much, because there's so much around it that
you can really geek out
dive
about it, but you have to
you
get
can dive
really,
yourself into it.
Yeah.
So like most people like me and Kevin, like Dad, like we don't look at that stuff, but other people who do, they'll post it online and then we'll see it, and then we'll be like, okay, wow, it's cool, you know. So every single Marvel movie, there is an extra scene that'll like kind of give you a little bit more about what's gonna happen.
In the next one?
Yeah, in the next one or whatever movie's coming out next.
And that's terrible because then it gets you on the edge of your
Yeah,
seat.
exactly.
But it's not like next week for the next episode of whatever your show is. It's like
Well, for you,
years.
yeah,
That's right.
for you.
For me, I'm like binge watching.
Yeah, but like,
yeah. But if I had watched this in 2008, when did the second one come out?
they came out with the Hulk, then the next year or whatever. Iron Man 2 came out in 2010. So they make usually It's one every single year, like a major one every single year. But sometimes they doubled up, which is why we have 22, and this came out in 2008, and there's 22 movies that we have to watch. The Hulk, I don't know if we'll watch it, because I don't think it's on Disney+. We'll afterwards realize, wait, there's another credit, so every single Marvel movie now, everyone will wait and sit through the credits.
Jarvis, welcome Holmes. I am Iron Man. You think you're the only superhero in the world? Mr. Stark, you become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it yet. Who the hell are you? Nick Fury, director of S.H.I.E.L.D. Oh. I'm here to talk to you about the Avenger Initiative.
Wait, S.H.I.E.L.D. is not the thing that guy was. He was S.H.I.E.L.D., right?
No, he was S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, he was S.H.I.E.L.D.
So Agent Coulson is like...
He was S.H.I.E.L.D. I thought he said S.H.I.E.L.D.
So it's the...
Oh.
Yeah. So, like, the entire movie is that guy trying to get him into the Avenger Initiative because they know. Which is why he was like, hey, I want to set up a meeting with you and talk to you about stuff. And then it just so happened that everything fell down on the day that he was supposed to have a meeting with him.
He was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah. How do you feel about his character himself? Like, as Tony Stark, did you feel like he was, like, arrogant? Like, did you like that about him? Did you not like that about him? Did you...
I've never met anybody who's that brilliant, so in my head it's a little bit unbelievable, but I have read about people like prodigy. Like, I guess there are people who are really like that. At 17 they could do all that. But Tony Stark, because he's not, he might be appropriately cocky if he's that smart.
Yeah.
But he also did a lot of trial and error.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't do everything perfectly the first time, which made him seem human, right? Like,
that's what I think a lot of people... I'll ask you this question again when we watch Captain America, because a lot of people side with either Iron Man or Captain America because they're kind of complete polar opposites in personality-wise. So I just wanted to see what your perspective was on Iron Man before we moved on to Captain America later on. That was Iron Man. What would you rate it out of 10? I know there's not really much to base it off of.
Sweet Home Alabama?
Sure. I don't know. I've never seen that, so I don't know.
Not at all the same. I would rate this very high for an action movie, because I don't typically watch those. These have characters I can relate to.
Yeah.
So
I think that's what
I would rate it high. I don't think I've ever seen an action movie that I'd say a 10. So I mean, if I could even say a 9, that's higher than I've rated anything else.
And and I'll ask you that at the end of of every movie. And then at the end of all of it...
I like this the best of any of the Marvel movies I've ever seen.
I'll ask you at the end of every single movie, and then at the end of all the phases, we'll go through together and rank them what you thought was the best, and like towards the whole arc, because this is just, it's just kind of like a teaser.
I'm gonna say, did I like this one better, the next one better than Iron Man?
Yeah.
Oh, but it's Iron Man.
It's Iron Man 2.
So it's Iron Man, so that's gonna be, but as far as characters go.
Exactly.
I'm also really glad that he got the bag. I don't like it when they carry it over, so there's no closure at the end. Yeah, I like that he got. I liked it.
Yeah, I think you'll like a lot of these movies.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's good.
Success. You looking forward to Iron Man 2?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well,
thank you.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed. If you haven't already, comment and subscribe. If you guys like this or not, please hit that thumbs up button. I think she liked it. I'm not exactly sure.
I liked it.
Yeah, is there anything you would want to say to them?
Hey, if you haven't seen this movie, be like me and watch it for the first time. It's really worth it.
Or they might be watching it with us for the first time right now.
Exciting. We did this together.
We did.
We were noobs together.
You know, a lot of people, like a lot of the other reaction channels have a Patreon. So if you guys want to see that, let me know. What they do is they post the full reaction, and then they tell you when to press the play button so that you can watch it along with them and for the first time and watch it with them. And Patreon, a lot of these is copyrighted, and when they get copyrighted, you don't make money. So people make money by going to Patreon and people reacting. But yeah, if you guys want to see that, let us know. Hit that post notification bell to get notified when we post another video, which will be probably relatively soon.
I'm blessed because I don't have to wait 2 years for the next movie.
You don't. You're lucky. You're definitely lucky. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and deuces.